the one asking me this question.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most jaw-dropping, awkward, and uncomfortable moments that have occurred on the red carpet since 2014.
And he just kind of goes to give me like a peck on my elbow, and at the same time, I'm going to give him a hug. So all of a sudden, his face ends up in my armpit.
Yeah.
Number 10. Kristen Stewart takes off her heels. The Cannes Film Festival has long been a hotspot for protests, particularly by women speaking out against gender discrimination in the industry.
After posing for pictures in her silver Chanel mini dress, the Twilight star dumped her black Christian Louboutin heels and walked barefoot on the red carpet into a screening for Spike Lee's movie.
In 2018, actress Kristen Stewart decided to make a bold statement on the carpet. She ditched her stilettos right in front of photographers and walked down the rest of the carpet barefoot.
Stewart has spoken out against the rule in the past, saying, quote, "If you're not asking guys to wear heels and a dress, you cannot ask me either."
Stewart, who was a jury member that year, was reportedly protesting an unspoken festival rule that requires women to wear heels. This controversial dress code first sparked outrage in 2015 when it was reported that a group of women were turned away from a screening for wearing flats.
Stewart isn't the first actress to take issue with the strict dress code at the Palais. At the 2016 premiere of her film Money Monster, Julia Roberts also went shoeless.
Stewart's barefoot rebellion earned her praise for challenging a rule many deemed unfairly discriminatory against women. Number 9. The entire Don't Worry Darling premiere. The 2022 thriller Don't Worry Darling was already causing a ruckus before it even hit theaters.
Yes, May.
Very interested.
Bye-bye.
Rumours first buzzed about Shia LaBeouf's alleged firing, as well as on-set clashes between director Olivia Wilde and Florence Pugh. While everyone involved quickly denied the gossip, the film's premiere at Venice painted a different picture. For one, Pugh skipped the press conference entirely.
Florence is a force, and we are so grateful that she's able to make it tonight despite being in production on Dune. I know as a director how disruptive it is to lose an actor even for a day.
When she finally graced the red carpet with the rest of the cast, the tension between her and Wilde was palpable. The two barely made eye contact and avoided taking pictures together. Throw in Wilde's romance with Harry Styles and the video allegedly showing Styles spitting on Chris Pine, and you have arguably the most bizarre film release in recent history.
Harry did not spit on me. Harry's a very, very kind guy.
Number 8. America Ferrera ambushed by prankster. Ukrainian prankster Vitaly Saduk has made headlines multiple times for physically assaulting multiple celebrities at various events.
What is wrong with you? Why are you doing all these pranks, and what are you trying to prove?
I don't think I'm something wrong with me. I'm just a different guy who sings differently.
At the 2014 Cannes Film Festival, actress America Ferrera became his latest target. As Ferrera posed for pictures with her co-stars at the screening of How to Train Your Dragon 2, Saduk crawled up to her and poked his head under her dress. Ferrera was understandably horrified by the bizarre incident, but managed to keep her composure while security dragged Saduk out from under her dress and hauled him away. Despite calls for him to be charged with sexual assault, it appears Saduk somehow escaped legal repercussions. However, his antics cost him his job at the Ukrainian TV channel 1&1.
I would feel bad if I had bad intention. My intention is never offend someone, so I never will cross the line.
Number 7. Deborah Messing calls out E. It takes some serious guts to call out an organisation to their face, and actress Deborah Messing clearly has that in spades. In December 2017, E anchor Kat Sadler announced her departure from the network after discovering she was earning about half of her male co-host's salary.
I really thought they were going to do the right thing, right? This was a dream job. I'd been there forever. This was my work family. And by the way, I wasn't even asking for equal pay. I was asking for ballpark.
The following month, while attending the Golden Globes, actress Deborah Messing found herself being interviewed on the red carpet by E! News host Juliana Rancic.
We want diversity, we want intersectional gender parity, we want equal pay.
Without missing a beat, Messing brought up Sadler's situation and used the opportunity to spotlight the network's questionable stance on gender pay equality. Her statement clearly caught Rancic off guard, as the host quickly redirected the conversation to the Me Too Do movement and the Time's Up initiative.
You know, I was so shocked to hear that E doesn't believe in paying their female co-hosts the same as their male co-hosts. I mean, I miss Kat Sadler.
Number 6. Iggy Azalea is asked the tough questions. The Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards are where you go to get slimed and watch kids run wild with joy.
No one else has that much slime to watch, so I really like that.
So imagine rapper Iggy Azalea's surprise when she walked the red carpet in 2015 and was hit with an unexpectedly tough question. Azalea had previously spoken about getting breast implants, and when she was interviewed by child actor Nicholas Bechtel, the young lad wasted no time in asking her about the procedure.
You talked about getting some work done. Why did you feel the need to be open and tell people?
Of all the questions she thought she might face, this one was definitely not on her radar. Nevertheless, an amused Azalea delivered a thoughtful response, emphasizing the importance of being open about such procedures to help other women feel more comfortable discussing them.
And I wanted to kind of tell women that might be thinking about it my experience, and that it can not necessarily be a bad thing.
Number 5. The Very Tan, Rashida Jones. When interviewing a celebrity, the least a reporter can do is a bit of homework. This simple step could have spared TNT reporter Danielle Dembski from a major facepalm moment at the 2015 SAG Awards.
Come on up, Rashida.
Come on up. Hello.
You look amazing.
Hello, wow.
Dembski was chatting with actress Rashida Jones, who is of African American descent, on the red carpet when she made an ill-formed comment about Jones's appearance, complimenting her on a great tan.
You look like you've just come off like an island or something. You're very tan, very tropical.
It's the kind of remark you instantly regret the second it leaves your mouth. Jones's face quickly registered the awkwardness, but she handled it like a pro, brushing the comment off with a smile. However, viewers at home weren't as forgiving and promptly called Dembski out for the blunder.
I mean, you know, I'm ethnic.
Me too. So
it's just being ethnic, that's what it is.
Number 4. Jerry Seinfeld refuses to hug Kesha. They say never meet your heroes because you might end up disappointed. Pop star Kesha knows that all too well.
Do you want to know the story? You want to know the whole story?
Sure.
It's really sad.
In 2017, while attending a Hollywood event, Kesha spotted a TV hero of hers on the red carpet, comedian Jerry Seinfeld. Naturally, she ran over, introduced herself, and asked for a hug. Seinfeld, who was in the middle of an interview, was clearly taken aback by her.
I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Although he initially greeted her pretty positively, he rejected her request for a hug 3 times. Even worse, he moved away from the singer to prevent her from touching him further. To call it embarrassing would be an understatement. According to Kesha, it was the saddest moment of her life.
And it was like the most depressing and hilarious, but also so sad. It was like the saddest moment of my life.
Number 3. Jim Carrey's bizarre interview. Jim Carrey is no stranger to stealing a scene or two, but when he hit the red carpet for New York Fashion Week in 2017, he made his presence exceedingly known just by being his authentic self.
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run into Jim Carrey. Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine.
He immediately made his rejection of the event itself clear to the interviewer, Kat Sadler, by claiming that he's in attendance because it was the most meaningless thing he could find. When Sadler pressed on about the party's celebration of icons, Carrey simply laughed it off.
I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off.
His nihilistic approach to this appearance was extremely unexpected, as you can tell by Sadler's wide-eyed glances to the camera. Despite coming off as a bit rude, it's refreshing to hear a unique perspective at one of these ritzy star-studded events.
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream?
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Number 2. John Travolta kisses Scarlett Johansson. Whenever John Travolta shows up at the Oscars, you can bet he'll find a way to get himself in the news.
Right. Apparently I played with her chin too much, but, you know...
You can never play with a woman's chin too much.
You can't. You famously or infamously, however you want it, you had this, you mispronounced her name. What happened there?
1 year after his Adele Dazeem gaffe, Travolta decided to up the ante, this time on the red carpet with actress Scarlett Johansson. As Johansson posed for the cameras, Travolta swooped in, wrapped his arms around her waist, and planted an awkward kiss on her cheek. It lasted barely 1 second, but that was more than enough to make everyone watching squirm. Despite the public's collective cringe, Johansson has since come forward to defend Travolta, calling the encounter very sweet and totally welcome. This wouldn't be Johansson's last awkward brush at the Oscars. In 2017, she fended off a ridiculous question from Ryan Seacrest.
You never have enough rehearsal, especially when you're walking across.
Do you actually wear the shoes that you're wearing tonight for the rehearsal?
What a ridiculous question.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Juliana Rancic's comments about Zendaya. In 2015, actress Zendaya appeared on the Oscars red carpet rocking a simple yet elegant dress, with her hair styled in dreadlocks. This look may have earned the admiration of many, but Fashion Police host Juliana Rancic definitely wasn't one of them.
There was the entire exchange about Zendaya,
Yes.
and you had made a comment on the show that a lot of people perceived as racist, including Zendaya.
During the night's fashion review, Rancic made a bizarre remark, quipping that Zendaya's hair looked like it smelled like patchouli oil or weed.
I made a reference to the hippie culture. I talked about patchouli oil, which is a hippie perfume. And in the editing process, some of the gestures I made, some of the things I said were taken out for time.
This comment sparked immediate backlash for its racially insensitive undertones. Zendaya herself responded with a powerful statement on social media, calling out the ignorance and celebrating the beauty and cultural significance of her hairstyle. Facing a flood of criticism, Rancic acknowledged her misstep and offered a public apology to Zendaya.
Sometimes you got to stand up for what you believe is right. I always say that, and you can't be afraid of that, you know. So I wrote everything I had to say in that, you know, and that's just what it was.
Which one of these carpet moments stunned you the most? Let us know in the comments below.
I
They're
mean,
celebrating.
you gotta admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.